Any idea what's got him so pressed about work right now, then?
I'm not sure. I know he's been a little more stressed than usual recently, but he doesn't really tell me what the exact goings-ons are.
I'm asking, actually, how long have you two been together?
Oh, we've been married for about 8 years.
How old are these guys, actually? Like, relative to us?
I'm gonna say they're in their late 20s,
Okay, yeah,
early 30s, late 20s.
makes sense. Has he always been working, in the same field, same company that you've known?
He's always been very much in engineering. Only recently he went into accounting.
Suppose that makes sense. Marrying an engineer, I guess you would be. I mean, not that I have much personal experience here, but from what I know, and Cherry sort of looks towards or yeah, nods towards Nico. I know they can get very caught up in their work.
Yeah, they
I'm
sure
suddenly
can.
picturing Palmer as like Dilbert, which makes the whole like a man provides thing. Like imagining someone giving that speech to fucking Dilbert is very funny to me now.
And then giving Dilbert a gun.
That's something Dogbert would do.
Take this. What is it? It's a gun.
Does Dilbert? We know there's like Family Circus. We've talked about Funky Winkerbean. Like, is there Dilbert in Hemlock?
Sure.
Does that mean that the Dilbert house also has to exist somewhere in
I feel like Dilbert. That would be like an Emberwell newspaper comic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nico will read it. Yes. Yes. I'm funny. And then puts a like cutout of a Dilbert strip on.
In fact,
their
Scott Adams has been isekai'd into Hemlock, and that's why Dilbert exists.
My god. Now he can finally play the GameCube.
Oh, that's really funny to me.
So Nico,
Yeah.
Dwight says, so you think the time's for now for action, not words, huh?
Yeah. Yes. We need to find it.
Well, Lydian seems to have stepped upstairs it's been a while for now. We're really
Yeah.
just gonna wait on him?
I don't know. But we probably should. But my word, it's I I don't know. There's so much to do.
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna think of this sooner or later, but let's not wait on him. How about we go to the town hall?
Why would we go to town hall?
Oh, there's a guy there who handles a lot of public funding from what Lydian spoke of. And, well, if there's...
I don't see how this is helping.
Well, you see, if there's the whole hubbub around the city is about public funding, and it's about transportation. And if that energy source is missing, well, if we told them about the energy source, I'm sure they'd deploy quite a few resources to help us.
Wait a minute.
For a second, I thought Dwight was just gonna suggest we should rob them.
Also, wait. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but isn't the Light of Pathaton the energy source that we are promising?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is just a bad idea from Dwight.
Yeah, no, like Nico's like, what do you, Dwight? We can't just. Why would we do this? I may not be that business savvy. Even I know that this would make us seem really illegitimate.
Just letting them know that there's a energy source that was ours and has gone missing. So if someone else comes to them with it, they know that it's stolen.
Oh no.
I want to say, I think Cherry, she has good hearing. Cherry would I want to intervene here. This is
Yeah, no, like
yeah. Nico is too special to see the problems with this plan. You know, Nico's an
nah, Nico,
engineer, not a schemer.
something is off, but it's also Dwight.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just Cherry sort of like approach just like excuse me for a minute from Katie and just sort of appearing behind Dwight. I would advise against that.
Oh, why so?
In poker, you never want to reveal your hand too much, especially if it's not very good. Right now, the most leverage we can have is the Light of Pathaton. Specific, and the fact that it's only useful to let people know we have it if we actually have it. Any legal claim to ownership of it is, frankly, shaky at best. Just declaring, oh, this thing belongs to us, but we don't have it right now, that's not going to hold up in any kind of possession. And someone with, realistically, more money than anyone here is almost certainly going to be able to lay claim to it. The best course of action is to reclaim possession of it as quickly and quietly as possible.
Hmm. You raise
Yeah,
a fair point.
that seems more sensible than what Dwight was saying.
Dwight, listen. Here, walk with me. I respect and admire your proactive nature, but we need to think about what we're doing a bit more. Granted, I do agree that some action may be warranted right now, just not one that gives away the only advantage we have, which right now is being the only ones who know about this light. Tell me, Dwight, your cousin, and Sherry, wait, you guys are there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Your cousin, what do you think are, how well do you know him?
Oh, Palmer and we've known each other since we were kids. I've he
Knowing someone
always
for a
had.
long time isn't necessarily the same thing as knowing someone well.
Oh, believe me, we've butted heads and been in each other's heads for a little while.
Hence why I tried to extort him yesterday.
Between you and me, I'm not entirely, I'm aware that it's a bit of a coincidence that he would be AWOL while on the same exact morning that the light goes missing. If he knew about the light, what do you think are the odds that he might have tried to take it on his own?
Well, if he did know about it, well, the man does have for a spark for a spark for engineering, and especially with the fact that the company's in a rut. Well, he might just return to that old field. But he'd also know it'd be worth quite a bit.
So you think he would bring it back to his company most likely, or sell it on his own?
Oh, he'd do something interesting.
You know, I appreciate poetry more than anyone, but right now specific details really would be better, Dwight.
Right, right. Well, I believe he'd probably try and use it to his advantage in creating something for the company.
He is an engineer, after all, I suppose.
Yep, if he's our culprit.
Does he have a private workshop that you know about?
Certainly he would have an old one at the company, at the offices. If he wanted to impress someone with something, that's where he'd be.
I am enjoying that I went upstairs to, get a power, and then before I get back downstairs, its need is going to be completely invalidated.
You don't necessarily know that.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I suppose the only thing to do in the meantime then is wait for Lydian.
Sure. Let's
Also-
wait for Lydian.
I already had my conversation with Katie, but can I do charming and open from that? When you speak frankly with someone, you can ask their player a question from the list below.
Um,
I don't have anything particularly useful to glean from her, I think, but
sure.
I'll go with, what are you really feeling right now?
She's feeling very much like she tells you, yeah, she is concerned about the sudden change in behavior, that she's afraid that he wants to put up sort of that Palmer wants to put up a sort of you know business successful, like super successful uh front in front of, now that Dwight's here.
Right. Interesting. You may ask me one of these questions.
Right. Um. Hmm. How can I get you to help Palmer?
Ooh, interesting.
That's good. That is good.
That is good. Ooh, I like that a lot.
Hmm.
I would say, what's the best way to put this? Presenting me with essentially like a way to help him, or like more insight into him than, what he would be showing, like any more knowledge about what's really going on with him.
Right.
The more Cherry understands him, like the private side of him, the more inclined she is to help him, and the better at helping him she would be.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That is a good one.
So let's see. After you say that to Dwight, he agrees. Uh, Katie comes over to you and just says, "Hey, so what were you talking to Dwight about? I couldn't help but overhear a little bit."
Just and Sherry, pauses for a bit. Like, as Nico said, something's missing, and while it's probably a coincidence, I've never been one to trust coincidence, and if he left early without telling anyone on the same morning that this went missing, well, he always preferred to be an engineer to an account, really, and I don't necessarily think it's the most likely, but it is worth considering that he may have decided to be proactive with our business arrangement, let's say.
In the years since he started engineering, he lost quite he that drive he had for creation for innovation waned quite a bit actually, as he wanted to focus on, well, me and the kids. He he
Interesting.
got quite risk averse.
Interesting.
The idea that he'd do something so risky out of nowhere is, well, it it would be it would go against everything he's been working towards.
Not for nothing, but there is a difference between someone becoming more risk averse and someone being averse to letting people know how risky things are. Is
What do
he
you
avoiding risk or is he sheltering you from risk? That's an important difference. And in my experience, most spouses, and I not don't necessarily mean in terms of danger, but spouses, especially spouses who really love each other and care about her, lots of times they want to protect each other, but do that more through wind up doing that more through hiding things than actual protection.
Yeah, she pauses and says, "Oh, Palmer, what have you been doing?"
Look, and Sherry's like says, that sounds more dramatic than it really means to be. A lot of husbands when, they work and things like that, they shoulder a lot themselves that they don't like to share and open up. It just shows that, he cares about you and wants to keep you and the kids safe. And I mean, this is all speculation. You obviously know your husband much better than I do. This isn't based on anything in particular, just my advice, one woman to another. Just explaining to you where I'm coming from in this situation, I suppose. Sherry sowing the seed of doubt. She's so.
Hmm.
I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what Sherry's end is. She just likes to stir the pot, I think.
He's
She's
causing
becoming a
trouble on
worse
purpose.
person over time, and I'm not sure why. Not that it's a bad thing, just she just decided, you know what? I think I've had enough of holding back.
This is so bad. I mean, she is just kind of being honest here.
Yeah.
She's in the most. I mean, she could just be like, "Look, honey, your husband's in deep with the sharks. Like, he's been lying to you like crazy. You know, like I don't know why you didn't see it. Maybe you're just stupid. Like, she's not.
You
You
know,
know,
here's the
she
thing. Here's
could
the
be
thing.
doing
Here's
much
the
worse.
thing, Em. Here's the thing, Em. Up until you added, maybe you're just stupid. That is something you could say where there is moral arguments for and against. But the moment you throw in, maybe you're just stupid, it becomes a bit more pointed in a certain direction.
Okay, but point being, like, she's being diplomatic. She's just trying to be gentle. She's trying not to like ruin this woman's life or shatter her. She's being mostly honest, just kind of like coddling it a bit.
Okay.
Like I think like okay, Cherry has done much worse manipulation so far. Um
I will say, I'm not sure where the moral argument is. Well, I've done worse before, so at least I'm not going up to 11 on this one.
No, well, my point just being, I don't think Cherry's getting worse right now.
Okay.
If
Well-
anything, I think she's slightly softening compared to where she was. Like, I think she was much worse last session.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's then going and do I don't know. It's impossible to fully weigh up. And besides, just because you do something bad one night and then something slightly less bad, that's not an immediate sign of, well, I'm not
Yeah.
getting worse.
No, I think it's just like, see, I didn't plan for Cherry to be quite so. I was aware Cherry was a somewhat morally dubious character, but I wasn't planning on it being quite the extent. But as we've been playing, I've been organically just. Things have been moving in that direction, and to a point where I'm almost a little like. Got a little concerned. Like, I want to pull it back a bit. Cherry's. She's not a monster,
No.
you know. And I don't want to like make her character arc just being like, wow, she's a psychopath. You know, I don't like. I am making a somewhat active effort to soften her a little bit.
Okay.
Um,
Is Lydian done? Is he finished cooking?
All right, yeah. So before you do, I'm
Someone
gonna say
here.
Dwight just gets up and says, "Well, while you guys handle this, I'm gonna step outside. Go do my own thing for a bit. This is more your area of expertise. I agree. I won't butt in."
Flora.
Yeah, Flora, actually, you haven't seen her all morning. But yeah, he looks outside and then he's like, hope you guys get that all sorted for all our
Right.
sakes.
Where's Flora?
Oh, she likes to get air.
When did she leave this morning?
A bit before I did. She just decided to get air.
This is also very suspicious. Did she say when she would be back?
I don't know.
You don't know if she said when she would be back.
I mean, I don't know when she'll be back. She didn't say.
Dwight is such an insufferable little, like, he's so bad at being subtle or lying that it, like, wraps around to being impenetrable, you know?
White is like a guy who saw O'Malley and was like, I can do that.
I'm liking our this party's version of Clinton, the evil
Yeah.
Clinton.
This is the evil twink. No, okay, I thought of a subtler way to do this. And, you know, Cherry's gonna, like, go to Dwight and, like, you know, I admire this about you. You're much less insecure than most men in your position would be.
Man in my position.
Well, you know, if I were, you know, and Cherry sort of gestures up and down at him, you know, you, and had started and was in a relationship with someone like her, I mean, if she was just dipping out without saying, with something as unspecific as getting air or not saying when she'd be back, I know I'd be worried about what she was getting up to or who she was with. It's admirable that someone, that you don't have those kinds of that kind of paranoia, that you are that secure in your relationship. I'm proud of you.
He thinks on that and says, "Guess it is pretty admirable. Thanks." And then he decides to walk off.
I think he
Lady.
stopped. I think he stopped listening one sentence in there.
Yeah. Nico leans in. Lady, and I don't want to fight.
See, the thing
the hell
was,
is-
this was partially a test. Because if he knows where she is and what she's doing, then obviously this would mean nothing to him. But then I immediately realized, no, he's almost the O'Malley of this party. He would just believe, no, I am that great, actually. You can't test him. You can't. Unshakable confidence.
So what you're saying is, to really, we should throw him in front of a god and see what happens.
Yeah. What if it turns out that Dwight has been working for O'Malley this entire time?
Been playing a real long game on this one. I got a tip. There's a fat elf coming out of fucking Hemlock. You gotta link up with him.
A fat elf.
Is Lydian done cooking?
Yep.
Okay.
And
so,
Dwight's at a house.
all right. Well, Lydian is still in the bedroom, and he's gonna, while he's on his own, so he doesn't do magic spells in front of others.
Why is he so shy of that?
Because the cult is meant to be operating in secret. Like literally, he's only
Okay.
ever brought Cherry along to a meeting because she can't see, and he could act like these are just business associates, which is also true.
She couldn't see all the cut open goat entrails and pentagrams and everything and secret handshakes.
Well, they're actually just what are those things you put sweets in and then smash?
Pinatas?
Yeah, they're actually just pinatas, but stuffed with chocolate coins.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where pinatas came from? From sacrificing goats and stuff like that?
I can see it. I can see the line.
I would believe it.
Anyway, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm gonna try and do locate object.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Let me just see if I have to pick my problems beforehand. No, I do not. Okay, let's hope this works. Oh, and is it wisdom? Yes, it's wisdom. Fuck yeah.
All right.
Do I want to empower that? You know what? No, actually, I'm not gonna empower it. Yeah, just Lydian just, cast locate object, Light of Pathaton, he wants to know where his goddamn power source went.
Right. Okay. It's leading you. It's pointing sort of southeast, southeast.
Okay, yeah. So Lydian does that, and then everyone just hears him basically jogging downstairs, he just shoots up, shuts the door behind him, just
Thunk, 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 thunk.
Nico Cherry,
we're jogging downstairs.
Nico Cherry, we gotta go. On the double.
Okay.
Right, okay. Well, it was nice having breakfast with you, and, and Cherry sort of, grabs Katie's arms. And don't worry too much. I know we talked about a lot, but, yeah, you'll be able to talk to wait, I just Palmer.
Palmer.
Tonight. Okay, and then yeah, she's hurrying out after Lydian.
Lydian, we gotta find it.
That would do. Follow me.
Alrighty then.
I just love the image of Lydian jogging with like
Oh, he's not
Sherry-
jogging anymore. He's out of that much gas, but he's walking very fast. He's very determinedly like striding forward, big steps.
Well, I was gonna say, I just like the idea of him jogging while like Cherry and Nico keep pace by just walking behind him. Basically.
Nico just hovers slowly behind him. I like to think that Lydian, when he tries to pick up pace, he just after a bit goes, okay, and slows down again.
All right, okay, give me a second. All right, I can go again.
Age-old question: whose boobs jiggle more when they run, Cherry or Lydian?
Lydian wears a sports bra. It's fine. He's like Homer.
No, it's a trick question. It's Lydian's belly that jiggles more.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
The infamous third breast. The stomach.
I like to think that Lydian has to kind of unbutton his shirt because, it's a bit too hot walking this much.
where's a girdle? That's what, in retrospect, that's one of the fucking Futurama jokes I think about a lot. Is just Zap asking Leela, does the company who manufacture your bra make a girdle? I ask because a friend of mine, and I don't know why that's stuck with me my whole life. But
You know what? I'm realizing? But, this is like, I'm having a mental image right now of this being Lydian.
yeah, that's good.
Oh crap!
Like add the elf ears and like different hair, and this honestly isn't that far off from
He's gone
my
from
image of it.
he's gone from fucking Eggman to a guy in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah, I do get sort of Cayman Islands. I think I showed you the character who is as close as I can find to my image of Lydian. Not 1-to-1, but one sec.
That said, if Nico builds him like an Eggomatic, then
Please
he could
build
be
him an
Eggman.
Eggomatic so he doesn't have to walk anymore. He will just fly everywhere.
Nico can make more hover boots, probably.
This guy is sort of the closest I can find to my image of Nico.
Oh, yeah.
If
Yeah,
Nico
Lydian.
builds Lydian the flying device, give him a year or two and oh my god. Copy image, please. Come on. This will be like Lydian in a year or two.
Lydian, what happened to you?
Oh, I got fat in the big machine.
You were already fat.
When I no longer had to walk, it only grew from there. My
Get to evolve
riches.
him, Hinge just like permanently floating in a tank of water.
I should. Oh man, I need to play the X games again.
Fucking mad, man. Anyway. Yeah, Lydian is just like. So it was southeast, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lydian is just like. He's just went downstairs, said we're going, and he's just started going southeast. Like towards where his spell is pointing him.
I will say too, actually just a real quick roll back, Cherry would have asked, and where is, Palmer's office, or where's his workshop, like the actual physical location too. She would have gotten that.
North of the park.
North of the park. Interesting. And yeah, she would have gotten like an address too.
Mhm.
Okay, so Cherry is going to update, Lydian, so while we're on the move, some updates for you.
Right. Update me. We gotta. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Give me the updates.
So, Dwight, as soon as you were upstairs, he wanted to go to the I don't know what was it, the town
Folan.
hall, city meeting,
Yeah.
The city hall, yeah.
city hall, and basically announce that. Well, according to him, he wanted to say, "Hey, there's this energy source, like to, announce the flight of Pathton, the thing, and say we don't have it right now, but it's ours, and if anyone finds it, please give it to us." Which
That's a terrible idea. That's
exactly, and I mean, knowing Dwight, who's to say if that was just him having a bad idea or having some sort of ulterior motive. Granted, if he does have an ulterior motive there, I can't quite tell what it would be. But
well.
Flora,
I'll tell you what his ulterior motive is right now. His ulterior motive is he wants to win.
I gotta be honest.
I don't
I
know
don't
how
think-
he would do that by especially if he's the one who has it, because well, there aren't many people who knew it was there, but he is one of them, and Flora wasn't there this morning either, and he was dodgy on why she was gone, just said she, quote, needed some air, and then ran out, left on his own before you came down. So there's that.
Well, I'm taking us back to the light of Pathaton right now, and if we find Dwight there with it, we're gonna have our answer. There will be hell to
And
pay.
if we do find Dwight with it, do you have a plan?
I plan to figure out what I'm doing when I see it.
Cherry, where's that gun I bought?
I genuinely did consider, but I do remember enough about Lydian to remember he hates having a weapon on him. Which makes him pretty useless for walking towards a confrontation, but you know.
It's fine. This is why we need November. He just needs to have someone else to hold the weapons for him.
Talking about characters getting worse, I did think a lot between sessions. Like, I'm worried what like having November might do to Lydian if he starts slipping morally. Just having.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited for that. You have no idea. See, I'm very excited for November because I feel like in a lot of ways Lydian's character arc is like has been moving towards the, towards what November provides.
We'll find out. We'll see what Get This City does to him, but yeah. Right, so yeah. Only we knew about the lad. Like, Lydian is really just, I don't know. He's just fucking walking as fast as he can, which is gradually getting slower. You know what? Maybe at one point he just kind of stops and just hails a taxi. Like, just like, you know what? Be quicker. Taxi! He like puts his hand up.
Yeah, a carriage stops for you.
Yeah, Lydian just like opens the door and gestures for Nico to get in. Cher, get in.
Okay.
And then when Lydian tries to get in, realizes there's not enough room. Cherry, Nico, get out. I'll meet you both there.
Nico, stand on the roof.
Very well.
Right.
Direct transport, where you heading?
Need you to go southeast.
I
Just
thought it was
southeast?
Just
It's
southeast.
southeast.
I'll point out the directions. I'll indicate.
Oh, it's one of these fuckers.
Very well.
Actually, just for the sake of the power, how we're observing it, like, did I just get a ping and that was it, or do I have like the video game arrow pointing me in the like direction?
Turning this into an Ubisoft game.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking about that.
That's why I was thinking, do I double the
What's the
strength of the
wording?
power or something? But I was like unsure.
Because, like I said, because if it wasn't super
Oh wait,
nearby, then
while you concentrate, this spell will indicate which direction it's in. So it's
Yeah,
ongoing,
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I just have to stop and concentrate every once in a while. So this is really annoying. It's like we get into traffic lights or stops, and I'm just like, Lydian just shuts his eyes and concentrates. Right, that way.
It's a good as Lydian gets into the carriage. It's a good thing these things are horseless, or this would be animal cruelty.
Cherry, what the? Just drive. Just go.
No, Cherry wouldn't say that. She'd be tempted to. She would think it, but she wouldn't say it.
How would Lydian feel knowing that everyone playing the game he's in just constant fat jokes about him?
It's what makes him endearing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no hate with these fat jokes. It's
We
so
love-
rare to
There's
have
more of him to love.
Yeah. It's like tabletop characters are so often just like, like buff, sexy, like it's
Yeah.
nice to have different body types.
We don't know that
sometimes
he
they're
isn't
so-
sexy.
No,
Well,
he
the
very
zombie
well
is.
may be, but
I don't
like
think he is.
they're usually very like
I'm just God damn it, now I'm just thinking how the fucking lead animator of Sonic Adventure Sonic the Hedgehog describes Eggman as animation's sexiest fat man.
He's right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And now that fucking picture of Eggman.
How many
No.
Felinas do you think it would take to equal one Lydian? Like mass
Oh.
wise.
Felina weighs fucking nothing, so like
Wait.
at least
did
10.
you say how many Felinas would it take to eat Lydian?
No, to equal
Oh.
one Lydian.
God, I don't know. I mean,
okay,
I don't...
10 Felinas. That would be like Axe.
yeah, I'm genuinely
Lydian's
trying to think because
not
I'm
that
bad at.
big.
I'm bad at like I don't know how much he actually weighs. Like
I would estimate maybe 3 to 4.
Okay, so this is a math problem. 1 axe equals 10 Felina, and roughly 4 Felinas is a Lydian. So how many Lydians would it take to be an axe?
I would
then?
say 3 Felinas is 1 Lydian. 3 Lydians is 1 Axe. And that's like Axe at full, like hulked out.
Is this the actual
That's max
metric
axe.
system? It's just completely unrelated to the characters.
Just like weighing people in thirds, yeah.
Okay. So you're stopping and starting quite a bit.
Yeah.
The guy tells you this is gonna be extra on your fare.
yeah, sure, whatever, just drive.
Yeah, and sort of just keeps going and going until eventually you get in range of it, and like you get a much more direct sense of where exactly it is.
Alright, thanks. What's the fare?
Let's see.
3,000 points.
Because you really annoyed me with this constant stopping and starting. Also, I'm in rival territory now.
The fare is going to be 13.
Yeah, alright, 13
Coin.
coin, yeah. Lydian just like grabs 13 coin and just like puts it in his hand as quickly as he can. He needs to get out of here.
Yeah.
Honestly, not that. That's not as bad as I expected. Like that's like I've had higher fares than that with a cab in New York. Adjusted for U.S. currency.
Okay, so you get out and you can tell it's in you're in a more slummish area of the city. And you can tell it's in like a 5-story building. That's
Does it look
over there in front of
residential
you.
or commercial?
Looks commercial.
Interesting.
And the building doesn't seem like abandoned or anything. Like it's a,
No,
it's a
there are
workplace.
people
Okay.
coming in and out.
Like, is it like busy or just like
It's just not super busy. Just occasionally people are coming in and
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Alright. Nico, Cherry, be ready for anything in there. Mostly business.
Oh no! Cox freeze gun.
Yeah, Lydian just walks into the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the lobby. There's a lobby there. There's a few doors leading out. There are some people just sort of looking at like the sort of guide as to what's on what floor.
I don't know why, for some reason, my brain just like trying to generate the image of a lobby, like someone sitting there, a couple like diagrams, people walking around. What my brain produced, like through random association, is the fucking like Black Mesa like start of Half-Life 1, like the lobby you enter when you get off the tram. That was like the lobby that my brain generated. Best it could do. I'm just picturing a bunch of like fucking low poly PS1 ass like Half-Life NPCs walking around now.
You know what? On that note, then, so they're looking at the guide. I'm guessing this is like an office complex with like just kind of pointing out. Yeah, talking of
Yeah,
Half-Life as well, but I start looking at the list of businesses in this complex.
yeah. So you're looking, and that's when you get a tap on the back.
Lydian turns around.
You see Dwight, and he immediately has a up to his a finger up to his lips, like shh.
Dwight, why am I not surprised to find you here?
He just says he just thumbs you in a specific direction where there's not so many people.
Do I sense
Right?
is
well,
the
that
is
settles it, Dwight. Cherry the gun.
the give it to me? Is the light in that direction?
No.
Okay, but you know what? Yeah, Lydian goes along with him.
All right. So yeah, he brings you over and just says, "God, how do you have a nose for where these things are? It's like supernatural."
Yeah, almost is.
Well, listen. I didn't want to have to go through this, but you had to show up here. All right. I'm gonna level with you. Palmer's on the 3rd floor. He has your light.
And how do you know this?
I'm a light sleeper. Heard him walking out early morning. Went to go intercept. He wanted nothing to do with me, so I had Flora follow him.
I see.
Went and took your light, and, well, he's using it as leverage with the loan shark.
This is why we need November right
He's
now.
using it as leverage with. He's using it as leverage with the loan shark.
Yeah, he knows how much it's worth. He knows what it could do for any number of businesses, and this loan shark apparently wants to branch out into a few other things.
He's being short-sighted. Once he stole it, if he could have sold it for far more to another company and paid off his loan shark and had plenty to spare.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like the brightest plan. But he's a
Well,
desperate man, and you pushed that button a bit yesterday, now didn't you?
I didn't. How the hell did he know about the damn light? That's what I'd want to know.
It cuts to upstairs as he's, making, Palmer's talking to O'Malley. But you see, O'Malley, you made one mistake. This is not an energy source. And then the whole, building rattles. We're all temporarily deafened on the ground floor.
Well, alright, well, while we probably shouldn't spend too much time discussing this, I do have a question, seeing as you're unhappy that I'm here. What exactly was your plan? What were you going to do without any of us?
I was gonna try and finagle him away from all this. Just get him out, get hopefully get the light out, but uh, I, I didn't want him in your shit list.
So you put yourself there instead.
Yeah, I guess.
Right. Nico, Cherry, be ready for anything up there. We're dealing with loan sharks and 2 idiots.
Oh no! Wait, like are the loan sharks the idiots too, or is it two separate things?
We're dealing with loan sharks and 3 idiots.
That's the thing, though. He's not an idiot. He's he's got to have something else. I don't know what.
3rd floor, yeah?
I made the joke. This is that I really hope we get up there and he's turned like basically built a bomb out of the light of Pathaton. I'm gonna be so psyched if that's what's going
Where
on.
he's like, you're gonna erase my debt or I'm blowing us all to hell.
Yeah. He's got nothing to lose. He's dead either way. So they know it's not a bluff. That's a good. I'm crossing my fingers for that.
Nico will just go, that's not a bomb.
Nico, what do you have at the moment? You still got your ass cannon or a steam blaster or like a vacuum?
I have never made an ass cannon. How dare you?
Ass cannon.
An ass cannon.
How dare you? No, let's see. I have my electrical amplification god, my magnetic propulsion goods, my electroplasmic emitter goggles, my cryogenic amplification cannon.
I'm gonna do something really funny. Oh, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this, Em.
I have my clockwork shield emitter, which gives me
I'm
plus.
a big fan of ass cannon, personally.
Sherry, do you still have the gift I bought you last night?
Yeah.
Oh, also, Lydian, I have this. Use a steam emitter on Dwight.
Now, do you mind if I have that back a minute?
See, Cherry had see, Cherry had some plans. Is there something specific you need it for? Am I gonna get it back?
We're walking into a loan shark's office and trying to finagle a man out of there. Why do you think I'm asking for it back?
Oh, my main concern being, if we walk in there, you're much more likely to get searched and patted down for weapons. I'm a blind woman. I can't see them expecting me to be packing heat.
All right, fine, but...
And I'm a scientist.
Okay.
And scientists are supposedly peaceful.
Fair point,
If you need
all
it,
right.
I'll have it on me.
I don't need it. If things go rotten, toss it to old Dwight.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't go rotten. Anyway, did you know that a lot of people think that scientists are peaceful? Idiots!
All right,
So,
third floor,
yeah.
let's go.
Yes, he just goes, wait. And then he points to a ladybug and just starts counting down from 5.
All right, yeah.
And after 5 seconds, Flora pops up.
Oh. Hello.
As we're like,
So you didn't tell them, they just happened to come here. I almost thought you had done. I almost thought you were actually listening to me for once.
Aw, see, she is the smart one.
she is.
I'm getting the feeling that she's the smart one, Nico thinks.
Anyway, I just got back from being a bug on the wall.
Are we too late or are they still talking? Is he still in the lobby? What's going on?
He's affixing it to some sort of device that he wants to show them. that he wants to show them.
That bastard! He's stealing my idea!
Alright, we gotta get up there right now. Where's the stairs?
I had the idea of putting it in another device.
Yeah, Lydian's
Putting
just
it in an app.
Lydian's just moving. Like he's just fucking gone.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah.
so he put it in a device?
He's putting
Yeah.
it in a device.
He's gonna damage it. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Right.
He's
Less
gonna
time
damage this
panicking,
whole
more time
fucking
moving
building.
then, Nico. Let's go.
Yeah. Cox freeze gun.
Cock's ass.
I also have the steam emitter ready. I know it works on humans.
Does it work on rats?
When it works on Dwight.
So you're going on up to the 3rd floor, and in front of the door to the Oratus office,
Oh
there
no.
is a wolf man who has who standing guard right in front of it, standing in front of the door, arms crossed. Who,
Well,
and when you approach, goes, "They're in a meeting right now. Wait."
They're gonna want to see me lickety split.
Wolfman's like, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin, in a complete reversal of the classic fairy tale.
What would it take for you to step aside so that your boss can make a lot of money?
Actually, I'm really sorry. Can I
Boss
use
is
the bathroom
making.
real quick?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sure.
I just really gotta go.
okay, I'll take this opportunity too then. So
All right.
We're about to do the big showdown. I guess we all better be just locked and loaded for it. Oh, I've got a little piss. Back.
Welcome back. Can't believe we're about to fucking kill O'Malley.
I'm excited. It better be O'Malley. I better not be fucking cucked on this. I'm finally years on gonna get my revenge as a non-combat character. I really, I'm with M on this though. I do hope that Palmer just made a bomb.
Yeah.
I hope
I'm
that's
back.
hello. I hope that's what we're walking into.
Yeah, same. I like that this, like, sets up in the extended Breaking Bad metaphor. This, like, poses O'Malley as the Tuco of Hemlock.
I mean, if we go in there and O'Malley has gotten on fucking meth in the intervening years, that would be solid. The effects of the effects of Party fucking 3 was so traumatic. He is just now this fucking methed up gang rat.
Like a picture of Dorian Gray type scenario with Ariana and O'Malley, where it's like the cleaner Ariana gets, the more she kicks substance dependency, the more drugged up O'Malley gets, and vice versa.
I always imagined O'Malley as being in this like tiny shit fuck office on the edge of town, like ages from any other building. They got himself a
Pictured
first
him in
floor
like
office.
the back room behind a bar or tavern or something. I don't know why. I like the idea of him being just like in a, like multi-use office building though. That's
Yeah.
very funny to me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Freeman.
Good to see you.
My
Greetings.
word. I like to imagine a large part of everyone's population are just cliners. What should I say? Scientist. My word. Good heavens.
Well, we're all back.
We're
Yep.
all back.
Yeah, Wolfman just sort of stands firm and just says, "Boss is making money right now."
Alright, let's put aside the boss. You want a little bit of money? What would it take for you to step aside?
More than what he's paying me.
I don't have time for this right now.
I can freeze him.
You could what now?
He could freeze you.
I can
Freeze
him.
me.
Yes. I can turn you into ice. What? Encase you in ice.
A threat, little man.
It ain't a threat, it's a promise.
Excuse me. I am a scientist. And yes, I guess it could be if you want to see it that way. I am merely stating facts.
Looks like we got a problem here then, he says in a louder tone, attracting more eyes onto this scene now.
Lydian, did I do something wrong?
Depends on how this shakes out.
and someone else comes over and just says, "Hey, we don't want you causing problem in any of these offices."
I am not causing problems.
I'm just doing my job, trying to keeping this door closed, and looks like some folks have a problem with that.
Oh, do I do something really shitty and stupid? Yeah, no, fuck it. He's moment of fact. Yeah, okay. Lydian just says, "All right, I wanted to keep this nice and below decks, but here's the truth of the matter. There is a man in that office behind you right now who has my stolen property. He is about to attempt to move that to your boss. Now, sure, you might be saying,
lawyer it, yeah.
now, you might be saying, oh, your boss is about to make a lot of money. No, he's about to lose a lot of money in the legal hell I will bring down on this office if you do not move aside. So, your boss will very much appreciate it if you do your job properly and let someone important through right now."
Well, charisma.
Let's hope this works.
Oh damn! I should have
Just said-
assisted. Yeah, I should have.
He's going to. So what he's going to do is like he looks at the other security and says, "Keep him here," and then he walks inside the office.
Can I discern realities when he opens the door to the office?
Sure.
Oh, look at that. Oh, right. I need to find discern realities. 1 second. Oh, I should have used that move earlier. Shit. I knew I had a move for, detecting lies. I forgot that's, I have that. I can detect lies. What? What here is useful or valuable to me?
Let's see. This is in the brief moment that you can peer into the office. Then
Well, not peer. Listen.
listen. Right.
I assume he's, blocking it so we don't get too much of a view, but, with the door open, that should be enough for Cherry. She has good hearing. Cherry can't see.
Yeah. That's right.
It's
So.
a heavy enough door.
Useful or valuable to you?
This could be anything. Yeah, I don't know. This is easily the most broad of the three. I'm getting more specific with each one, but
All right. So the guy's just saying, "Boss, we have someone outside claims to have ownership to the item being sold to you."
okay. Here, let's go with who's really in control here?
Uh, from some of the other goings on, you hear Palmer's voice and you hear someone else's voice, sort of going into this back and forth. It looks like the voice of the voice that isn't Palmer's,
Yeah.
seems to have a lot of the sway here,
Okay,
but
gotcha.
is very captivated by Palmer.
But Palmer is, in the weaker position, it sounds like, based on their voices.
Yeah.
Cool, that's good. What is about to happen?
Palmer's voice is getting a little bit more desperate. It seems like he's about to pull something. He seems like if he has an ace up his sleeve, he's about to reveal it.
Ooh, okay. No, yeah. This is... Um... I think Cherry is going to try and, like as the guy turns his back, isn't looking, going in the door. Cherry's gonna try and take the opportunity, go in behind him. Sort of
Wait,
like
really?
just
Just slip on in?
uh or should she just like try and put her foot in? Wants to be able to just like essentially just no, I take it back. She doesn't yet. She's gonna wait. She's just gonna like as soon as he's like behind the door, get up and like put her ear to it to start listening.
Uh-huh.
Wait for the ideal moment to try and bust in. So yeah, she like raises a hand like for Lydia and Nico them to like wait while she listens at the door.
Hmm.
And then is gonna try and listen in on what's happening.
Alright, so you hear Palmer just say, listen, this has far more application than just moving things. And the other voice just goes, yeah, but if it's stolen property, then who knows what then who knows what trouble I could get into. But if it says, but, and then he just goes, listen, there's nothing on, no one has an actual claim to this, even if it was taken. There's no paper trail. What's stopping you from leveraging your own foothold here, huh?